Well, hello everyone. How is everyone doing today? We're gonna get this live started a little early today. Well, I've done lives before during the 3 o'clock hour. But we're gonna kind of like have to work with whatever the Lord leads us, guides us to do. So that's what we're gonna do. Hmm. Such a beautiful day. It's hot right now. The 2, 3 o'clock hour. This morning it was kind of cool. In the home, we had to turn the heater on a little bit to knock the frost off. Cause see, I have on sandals, and so our feet is like cold on the sandals near the floor. So you kind of like have to put a little heat on, knock the frost out, to get it, you know, not comfortable, but where you can kind of like take it. Yeah, I know what I'm saying. 'Cause, you want to be a little bit uncomfortable, but you don't want to freeze out in your home. You want to be comfortable. So, like I have said before, we have to prepare for hard times. Hard times. It was to a point to where it was kind of like it was coming. Like they said we was in a recession, and then they said like we was in the beginning of a recession for a long time, and then they said like we was kind of like in between the recession. And they said we're in a deep recession. Now they're saying we're kind of like in a depression, like in the beginning of it, because people are using their credit cards to pay for their food, to pay for their rent, to pay for their gas, to put in their car, to pay their car note. So we know that it's like the beginning of a recession, and a lot of people are like losing their jobs. Yeah, thank you. Hi, WWE Bear. Thank you. A lot of people, hi. A lot of people are losing their jobs, and a lot of people are losing their homes. Not because they want to, but because they have no other choice. So I know that times have gotten hard. I thank God that I still do. Thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I thank God that me and my husband, we still have a roof over our head. It may not be what we want, but we will get there one day. I thank God for having a roof over my head. I thank God for that. I really do. And that's not content. That's just being, for real. But back to what I was saying. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, we're kind of like in a deep depression. I know y'all can tell that because just like where I live at, you practically can go anywhere and you see a lot of people on the side of the street. They're laying down in the grass with nothing. I mean, they are comfortable. They're just laying there on the grass, comfortable. They're up against a building with nothing on them, or you see some with jackets over them, and their friend is trying to wake them up because they're in a deep sleep. I hope they're in a deep sleep. So we see all this stuff going on around us. We can see the prices in the stores. That's why I kind of like do, well, I do, where I show y'all kind of like how to shop a little bit. I try to shop at the Dollar Tree to show y'all what kind of cleaning supplies, because along with a recession, depression, you have to be able to know, the cleaning stuff for your home or whatever it is you're living in. You have to know what to clean your body with. Some people may can't afford soap, because I know the soap has gone up. I know that Dial soap, the gold kind, has went up. And then sometimes it be gone. That's why sometimes I've said in my other lives that sometimes y'all might have to use dishwashing soap. It's better than walking around smelling. So, it's just different things that we have to do. But we have to keep the diseases down. That's why I show y'all videos where there are cleaning products, name brand cleaning products at the Dollar Tree. Um, you know, what else I can say? I have had videos where I have showed y'all like what kind of water to drink. There's certain kind of water that you have to drink. Sam Club is a good one where they sell Fiji's. By the case. I have done that. I'm very particular about what we drink for as in a water source because I know that water is life. I understand that. I know that. Um, right now I'm working on some stuff. Right now we live in an apartment, so we can't do a real big medium garden on that balcony. So I'm doing what I can, which is like a small mini garden. So, um, but God, when we move, I'll be able to do plant more, and I'll be able. I got my own worm in my hand. Okay, Anthony. Kevin Anthony. Okay. So I'll be able to do more. But right now, I just have to do whatever I can do. So my mini garden, and I'm very glad to have that because a lot of people they cannot grow anything. They can't grow anything. And I just started growing like last year and this year. So I'm still like a baby, but I have grown stuff. And we have tasted it, and it is a big, huge difference from when you do it yourself, vice versa, getting it from the store. I can taste the difference. I know the difference. I can taste the difference. Yeah. So this live is not going to be long today. It's going to be like maybe, I was doing like a 30-minute live, but I think I'm going to cut this live down to maybe like maybe 10 minutes. I'm going to come on here because I was doing 30 minutes. I'm going to cut it down to like 10-minute segments. So this is my first live. I'm going to come on here 2 more times, which that will be my 30. Your hair is beautiful. Thank you. I had a African braidist to do this. Yeah, I had her to do it. And it's actually a little girl hairstyle, the 2 plaits. And I have you look at my live from yesterday, you can see it. I didn't have my hat on. Yeah, but today my hat is on. But thank you for that comment, Mr. Kevin. So I mainly, I talk to y'all about your mindset, and I talk to y'all about preparedness. And like when I really got into preparedness, and my husband told me that I'm gonna be a doomsday prepper. That's what he told me last month. What made me really get into this thing was when I was looking at the COVID-19. I've never seen billions, millions to billions of people die like they had died. And I started to watching YouTube a lot. I mean, like heavily. And I started to taking notes. And I just started to doing my own thing ever since then. And now I have accumulated so much. I'm not talking about money-wise. I'm just talking about poison stuff. Like off-grid stuff. I even went so far as I have a thing where you can chop up different vegetables. Just put it in there, strew it up, and chop. It's off-grid stuff now. Chop it up because it's going to get down to that. Yeah. I even went so far as into, wanting to live off-grid to see how that feels. Y'all know that is a wonderful feeling. We have went and lived in a cabin. I want one. We have went and lived in a cabin, and it's pictures of that I have up of that. And it was interesting. It's like it's not like your modern cabin like you see on the Western movies. It's old, it's dirty. Everything is open floor plan, and me and the kid. Look, we have 3 kids that are living with us. Me and my husband, so it's 5 of us. We was not bunched up in there. And I have took pictures of it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, but it was very interesting, and we enjoyed it. And what we noticed that from the city life, from living in that cabin, which is more of a country life, you could breathe. Everybody was happy. We didn't do anything. We didn't do any activity. We just stayed there in that cabin, and we was happy in the cabin, and we stayed on the outside of the cabin, just sitting down. We did the campfire. We did all that, and I'm telling y'all just don't know what y'all missing. Y'all might say, oh, camping, that's boring. I'm telling y'all, man, it's a whole different atmosphere. You out there with fresh air. I mean, it's just a different. But I'm at my 10-minute mark. I will talk to y'all later. I will be coming back probably in about probably about an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes. And y'all have a good and a blessed day. I love the countryside. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yep. And I'm planning on going back. Not to live permanently, but I want to go there. I want to visit. I really enjoy it. Okay, y'all have a good day. I'm at my 10-minute mark, so I'll be back. Probably hour and 15 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, somewhere along there roughly. Y'all have a good day. Bye bye. See y'all later. I gotta go.